discussion on the monthly planetary transit results for the very first month of the year 2021. So you got me right. Finally, this year of panic and chaos 2020 is about to get over in 2 weeks. And the only reason why I'm uploading this video 2 weeks in advance, so that because many of us start making our new year resolution right from the time of Christmas, or let's say on the New Year's Eve, so that you should have a idea well in advance that how your 2021 year is about to begin, with what kind of energies. And guys, I'm going to divide this whole video in 2 sections. In the first section, I'm going to give you a quick insight into where all the planets are going to be transiting in whichsoever zodiac signs, what kind of energies are they carrying at the very first month of year 2021. And then in the second section, we will start having our discussion customized to your ascendant. So guys, the very first thing is that we have to start our discussion understanding the energies of the king amongst all the planets, the planet Sun. So as you know that in the month of January, Sun is going to be transiting half of the month in the sign of Sagittarius, where Sun is going to manifest its righteous and dignified qualities. And the moment Sun is going to enter the sign of Capricorn, which otherwise is a sign of its enemy Saturn. But whenever we talk about Sun's very empowered and career driven side, so I mean to say, because Capricorn sign is already very empowered right now, Saturn is already placed over there, Jupiter is also placed over there, and Sun's placement over there could actually create some very good empowering energy basis your ascendant. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand the contribution of the planet Mars. So Mars this whole month will be transiting in its own sign of Aries, where whichsoever house this energy is going to fall basis your ascendant, it is definitely going to make you very empowered, very driven towards achieving the results of that house. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand the energies of planet Mercury. Mercury, which represents discriminatory intelligence, quick wit, communication. So I mean to say, in this whole month, specifically the time from 5th of January till the 24th of January, when Mercury will be direct in motion and at the same time will be transiting in its best friend Saturn's Capricorn sign, that could be seen as very beneficial time for you to achieve best state or best results of the Capricorn sign. I mean to say, Capricorn, which is the original Kalpurush Kundli's 10th house career driven energies, which in any case is empowered right now. And what you need is, apart from your endurance, your degree of optimism, you also need to have quick wit and discriminatory intelligence to put the right set of ideas and strategies into action. So that is going to be a time period where Mercury could actually do wonders in your life. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand the transit of Jupiter. Jupiter's debilitation is definitely going through cancellation because of the presence of Saturn over there. But over and above that, Jupiter is also going to get combust from 16th of January till 10th of February. So I mean to say, in order to give power and strength to a weak and vulnerable Jupiter in transit, any form of righteous deeds, charitable acts, religious austerities can actually give you support in order to fulfill all the energies of Jupiter in your life, in your astrological chart. You can also look at it from that angle. Moving ahead guys, for the energies of the planet of Venus in the month of January. So the stay of Venus in the zodiac sign of Scorpio could be seen as little bit vulnerable, because your relationship or your feelings in the relationship could get little bit obsessed, or it could also create little bit of the signs of jealousy, signs of misunderstandings in the relationship. Along with that, even while driving your vehicles, you have to be a bit cautious, bit careful. But let's say for example, the moment Venus is going to enter the sign of Sagittarius, so that time frame could be still seen as very beneficial, where Venus is actually going to act in a very righteous, in a very encouraging way. So any of the differences in the relationships which if could have erupted at the time of its stay in the Scorpio could get resolved when it is going to be transiting in the sign of Sagittarius. And let's say the moment it is going to enter the sign of Capricorn, that transit of Venus could be seen as little bit of the rejuvenating time, because the Capricorn sign is getting very dried because of a very unrelenting streak of planet Saturn. So the transit movement of Venus in the sign of Capricorn could bring little bit of the relief or good relationship management, good charm, harmony in the matters of the sign of Capricorn, wheresoever it is falling from your ascendant. You can also look at it from that angle. Moving ahead, guys, if you have to understand the transit of Saturn, who is going to dominate this whole year of 2021, it's going to stay there in this Capricorn sign from 23rd January 2020 till the 27th April 2022. So Saturn is very strengthened, and whichsoever area or your house it is falling from your first house, from your ascendant, it is definitely going to strengthen those areas of your life. And last, guys, if you have to understand the transit of Rahu and Ketu. So I've already explained Rahu's transit in the sign of Taurus, which is going to remain there till 12th of April 2022, could be seen as a very beneficial placement, where Rahu's intelligence, Rahu's innovation is actually going to work in a way, in a fashion, where it is going to work in a very materialistic way and try to fulfill all of its materialistic desires. It is actually going to motivate you, encourage you, fill you with increased energy and new ideas in order to get the and extract the financial benefits of the house where it is going to be transiting from your ascendant. And last, guys, if you have to understand the transit of Ketu, so if you will try to understand this over here, that Ketu's transit in the sign of Scorpio is a very beneficial placement for bringing out necessary and relevant churnings and transformation in your life. And as you can see over here, in the month of January, it is going to be transiting only in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha. So I mean to say, all those transformation which are necessary or relevant in order to strengthen your place in this society. So Ketu could actually motivate you towards those areas of life as well. So guys, this is something which I wanted to tell you from the perspective of the important major planetary transit in the month of January. One thing which I want to tell you over here is that basis the moon's transit, you have to understand that from your ascendant, the most vulnerable times are in a month when moon transit your 6th house, 8th house or 12th house from the ascendant. Its transit on your 6th house could be seen as vulnerable because where your daily activities could overburden you. Moon's transit to the 8th house from your ascendant can be seen as a time when you remain emotionally, mentally little bit unsettled. Along with that, it is not very advisable to go back in the past, get obsessive on any matters of life, and at the same time try to remain a step away or avoid any form of confrontational or scandalous situations. And moon's transit to your 12th house from your ascendant could be seen as a time where you have to remain bit cautious, all those expenses which could be avoided. So that is something, guys, which I wanted to tell you as a basis of the planetary energies which are going to be erupting in the month of January. Now we will try to understand the customized results for all the ascendant for this month one by one. Okay friends, now we will try to understand the results of the monthly predictions for the Aries ascendant people first. Now as you can see over here that the Aries ascendant peoples, their 10th house is actually getting much strength because of the presence of almost 4 planets in the month of January. Now even if you will try to do a deeper analysis, you will find that almost all of these planets are also considered as the natural karaka of the 10th house. Saturn, Jupiter, Mercury and even the Sun. So I mean to say this first month of this year could actually be a very fortune awakening month for you. Now the second thing is that, see guys, 10th house represents our actions, our duties, responsibilities, karma, execution of duties in the society. But whatsoever you want to do, you also need the support of your personality, your existence, your potential energy, I mean to say. So even if you will see over here that Mars has now come on to your first house, because from 24th December till 21st of February, Mars is going to be present in your first house. So you are also getting blessed by two Panch Mahapurusha Yoga. I mean to say, Mars in your first house is creating a Ruchak Yoga in the transit, and Saturn being present in its own sign in the 10th house is also creating a Shash Yoga. So I mean to say, guys, let's say for example, all those people who are out of job, they can get a job. If you're eyeing for any promotion, rather it will not be an exaggeration to say that this a month could also pave path to all those people who are trying to start their own business. They are looking for some support, any concerns of fame, recognition, getting the desired coveted promotion, position. So all those things can materialize. This month is actually going to be a very fortunate awakening month for you. Now the second thing which I want to add over here is that, see, Jupiter is a very important planet in your case because it rules your 9th house of fortune and luck. It also has got the rulership of the 12th house, but its Mool Trikona sign has come in your house of fortune in the trine house. So I mean to say, Jupiter is not only debilitated, but at the same time from 16th it is also going to get combust as well. So I mean to say, in the second half of the month of January, doing any form of religious austerities, you know, if in your case, if you can visit Lord Vishnu's temple, offer any yellow laddus on Thursdays, or even you know, offering jaggery and chapatis, rotis to Gau Mata on the Thursday morning, that can actually bring very fruitful results for all of you people. So let's say for example, even if you have to understand from the perspective of the how students are going to do this month. So for students as well, this month is also creating very good energy, because before in your case Venus was transiting in your 8th house, so that could have given you a little bit of the distraction. But once Venus is going to enter your 9th house, so the focus can actually come back, relationship can improve. So from all that angle, this month of January is creating lot many good energy for all the Aries ascendant people. And I've already told you, the presence of the Mars in your first house in a very dignified state is actually going to motivate you towards the accomplishment of your goals. You might even get this sudden need of, you know, going to gym, getting back into shape. So all those things can materialize, whether from the perspective of job perspective, for any of the fame related concerns, materializing your own ventures. This month is actually creating very good energy for all the Aries ascendant people. Okay guys, now moving forward to the Taurus ascendant natives. So for the Taurus ascendant natives, as you can see over here, that the majority of the concentration of the planets is actually going to happen in your 9th house. So I mean to say, guys, no matter how much strength our other areas of life or other houses in our astrological chart are getting, as long as if your 9th house is weak, it has the potential to, you know, make you fell short of the line of success. I mean to say, you need to have the support of luck in all endeavors of your life. So I mean to say, a strengthened 9th house is actually going to support you, bless you in the form of whatsoever endeavors you are eyeing yourself or your aspirations are focused towards. Second thing is that this month could also be seen as very beneficial for all the concerns of 9th house, where long distance foreign travels are concerned, where any of the matters of visa or immigrations are concerned, higher studies are concerned. And let's say for example, if your domain is into or connected with any form of import export business, any form of immigration, travel related business, so you can also benefit in this month of January. The second thing is that which I want to add for all the Taurus ascendant people, that whatsoever vows you are going to take or resolutions you are going to set for this year, there is going to be high chances and possibilities that if you will stick to them right from the first day of this year or the month of January, there is going to be high possibility that the divine or divinity or your resolutions are going to get the support of the divine, divinity or omens. So I mean to say, many times what happen is that whatsoever resolution we take, that is the only reason, guys, we always give consideration to the muhurta or the transit of moon in whichever nakshatra it is transiting, basis our aspiration. Like if you want to enter a new house, join a new office, you want to travel, we give consideration to the which nakshatra moon is transiting at that time, whether the divine or omens or divinity is going to support us in our endeavors or not. So I mean to say, any of the resolution in your case, because of a strengthened 9th house of fortune, luck, religion, divinity, any of the resolution set by you, there is going to be high possibility that you are actually going to stick to those resolution, whether in the form of your fitness goals, your career related goals, your education, academic related goals. So the month of January is actually creating many good energy for you people. So the only word of advice which I want to give you people is that do start this first week or first month of this new year with indulging in religious austerities and actually sorting down your to-do list or things which you want to achieve, and laying proper guideline or pathway towards that. That's the one thing which I want to advise you people. The second thing is that, now coming to the planet Venus. So Venus in the major portion of this month is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So Venus, which in itself represents relationship, so try not to get or become a bit obsessive on the concerns and matters of relationship. And the second thing is that, see, Venus also represents vehicles. So the transit of your ascendant lord Venus into the 8th house, and that too at the same time Mars is also transiting your 12th house. So while driving or any form of like concerns of your driving and all, so you have to remain a bit cautious and you have to drive with a calm mind. That's one more advice which I want to give you people. And the second thing is that, guys, again I will emphasize on that whatsoever transformation or changes you are trying to bring into your life, ascendant lord has gone into your 8th house. We will also go through the positive auspicious occasion of Makar Sankranti as well. Sun is being present over there. So actually all of those resolution, positive transformation, or at least sowing the seeds of those transformation, healthy positive transformation can actually happen in this month of January for all of you people. That is something which I want to advise you over here. Now guys, moving ahead for the Gemini ascendant people. So now as you can see over here, guys, that your 8th house is actually getting a good strength because of the presence of 4 planets over here. So I mean to say, if let's say for example your livelihood, your occupation is directly connected with the matters of research, anything related to coding, insurance, revenue, wills, legacies, so you can actually get benefited in this month. Second thing is that not only that, your 12th house is also very much strengthened. So for all those people in whose case immigration concerns are involved, travels, import, export is involved, you can actually get benefited this month, or this month could actually head start with some good opportunities coming your way. And even if you will see over here that your Mars has come to your, and it's in a very strengthened state in your 11th house. So I mean to say, I'm actually seeing good amount of efforts put forth towards your goals, towards your wishes, towards your desires. So this month is actually creating good energy for actually spearheading all of your goals, all of your desires, and you can actually bring that positive transition or change which you have always wanted to bring in your life. Now the second thing is that in all of your those pursuits, you could also get good support from your in-laws as well. And even if you will see over here, the presence of the Venus and Sun in your 7th house is also creating very good energy for all those people in whose case public acknowledgement, holding public office, or let's say for example any prospects of fame and popularity are involved. And this is also creating very good energy that your public image can actually get improved in this month, like the way you deal or negotiate, or your overall attitude towards world and public at large can improve, and you can also attract good, healthy, positive relationship in this month. You can also see this month's energy for all of you people. Moving ahead, guys, if you have to see the concentration of the planets or the monthly prediction theme for the Cancer ascendant natives, Now as you can see over here that your 7th house is actually getting good strength. I mean to say, because of the concentration of like almost 4 planets in this month of January for you people. So let's say for example in your case, because of your ascendant chart, your spouse can actually get benefited this month. And the second thing is that any concerns of promotion, any concerns of business, or let's say for example if you're already in a joint business setup, so you can actually flourish this month. This month can actually start with some good opportunities coming your way. Your public image could get strengthened. This is also creating that energy. And also guys, in your case, Mars is a very important planet, because Mars is a yoga karaka for all the Cancer ascendant people. So I mean to say, because of the placement of a strengthened Mars in your 10th house, so it is actually going to give you good amount of energy in order to pursue your career goals. You could also get the support of your bosses, and there could be all those kind of circumstances or situations which could erupt where you will be considered for spearheading any project. Your caliber, your potential will be trusted, will be supported, and will be encouraged. You can also look at it from that perspective. The second thing is guys, that in your case Rahu will be transiting in your 11th house. So I have already told you that the transit of Rahu in this month, even behind this Taurus zodiac sign, is going to be in the Mrigasira nakshatra and the Rohini nakshatra. So I mean to say this month is actually creating some good energy for you, for inviting some new opportunities, like your professional and your career endeavors could actually make you in all those kind of circumstances where you will mingle up and you will network with new set of people, which could actually help you, or on a later run could actually play a very important role towards your aspirations, towards your career aspirations. You can also look at it from that perspective. Guys, the only thing here is that your Venus and Sun are going to be transiting in the 6th house. So I mean to say, this is a very good time to make any changes in your diet plan, in your daily routine, if you are trying to bring some changes. And along with that, see, in your case, Venus rules a very important house. Its Mool Trikona sign goes to the 4th house. 4th house, which is a house of your inner peace and contentment. So I mean to say, this month the energy is actually going to become like that the pressure of responsibilities, duties might not be able to give you that time to relax, or all those rejuvenating activities which you could have been a part of before this month. You might suddenly feel that the responsibilities are actually taking a toll in other areas of life. But trust me people, all of those hard work which you are going to do during this time is actually going to benefit and strengthen your public image and your position in the society. You can also look at it from that perspective. And just because Sun is going to be hovering around from your 6th house to the 7th house, so I mean to say, in the second half of this month, when Sun will enter your 7th house, that could still be seen as a positive placement. But in the first half of January, when Sun will be transiting in your 6th house, so offering water to the rising Sun and reciting Surya's Aditya Hriday Stotra can actually bring good results in your life. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand the monthly prediction results for the Leo ascendant people. So for all the Leo ascendant people, as you can see over here, that the concentration of planets is actually happening in your 6th house. So in transit in the month of January, your 6th house is deriving much strength. So because of that guys, for all those people who are in any way connected with the occupation of police, or law enforcement, judiciary, you are into health and fitness, you are a gym trainer, so I mean to say, all those people can actually get benefited during this month. That's the one thing which I want to tell you. Like any form of authority, getting or considered for a promotion, or having a good control in your team, or getting all those projects where you have to head some new responsibility, some new areas where you have to work on, so you can succeed or excel in all those areas. That's the one piece of advice which I want to give you. The second thing is that, see, in your case, as you can see over here, that your Mars is actually going to be strengthened in your 9th house. So I mean to say, during this month, specifically on the Tuesdays, reciting Hanuman Chalisa or visiting Lord Hanuman's temple can actually strengthen your prospects of luck, and luck can actually help you towards all of your aspirations. That's the one thing which I want to tell you. And along with that, try not to get into any kind of ego related battle or any kind of argument with either your father or all those people who are in a position of mentoring you, counseling you, advising you. That's one more thing which I want to advise you. Rahu's placement in the 10th house is actually going to, like, suddenly you might be put forth in some new role, in some new responsibilities which you will be able to perform with excellence, and suddenly people are talking about you, you are being considered, and sudden fame, recognition. So all those things can also materialize this month for you people. And let's say, for example, in all those people's case where prospects of fame, art, media, entertainment, content creation is involved, so because of the presence of Venus in your 5th house is actually going to help you in all of those endeavors as well. And for all those people who are single or awaiting to get into relationship or any of the concerns of relationship, so because of the presence of Venus in the 5th house of love, romance, so all those relationship can also nurture, can also bloom. You can also look at it from that perspective as well. So overall, this month is actually creating a very good energy for you people, where you are actually going to work hard and your public image can get strengthened, and all the prospects of art, media, content related and connected people can also benefit this month. Moving ahead, guys, if you want to understand the monthly predictions for the Virgo ascendant people, so as you can see over here, guys, that your 5th house is actually getting lot of strength because of the concentration of 4 planets over here. So this is just giving us this indication that the way you think and your intellect is actually going to work in a fashion where you are actually going to get focused towards your aspirations. Because see, Saturn and Jupiter are already present over there, and overall getting the support of Sun and Mercury, which in itself represents discriminatory intelligence. Its placement in the 5th house can actually benefit all those people in whose case their occupation, their livelihood is directly connected to the 5th house. So I mean to say, if you are in a way connected with art, media, content creation, fashion industry, stock market, speculation, trading, anything related to teaching, or all those occupations which involves children or kids, so all those people can actually get benefited this month. And along with that, see, this is also creating very good energy because your Venus is going to be transiting in a major portion this month in your 4th house. Now 4th house is a house which is the house of inner contentment, peace, comforts, happiness. So because of the placement of the Venus in this month in the 4th house can actually encourage you, motivate you to accumulate or acquisition of all those tangible things as well, like indulging in luxury, going for shopping extravaganza, and all those purchases which gives you comforts, luxury, sense of luxury. So from all those perspective, this month is actually creating very good energy for you. Like, I mean to say, guys, now this could happen as a part of your nature of job, or some friend encourages you. You might get some good discounts or good deals from some resorts, from some spas, shopping discounts. So I mean to say, all those things can actually happen this month for all of you people. Now the second thing is that Mars is going to be transiting in your 8th house. So the only one thing which I want to advise over here is that, see, if you drive, you have to drive a bit carefully. And second thing is, try not to work or react without getting clarity of the situation, because whenever Mars is present in the Aries sign, that too in the 8th house, many times I have seen that native just burst out on a very probable or very ambiguous situations, which later on create the misunderstanding for the native himself. So any indulgence, like in the matters of whether in the form of too much sexual indulgences, or whether in the form of driving carelessly or recklessly, so these are the few areas or the red flag areas where I want to advise you people to stay a bit cautious and alert. Moving ahead, guys, if you have to understand the monthly predictions for the Libra ascendant people. So as you can see over here that your fourth house is actually deriving lot many strength this month. So which is just giving us this indication that first of all, any of the concerns of housing or buying a new vehicle or doing renovation at the home front is actually creating very good energy for you. Second thing is that because of a strengthened fourth house, you are actually going to feel bit secure right from the beginning of this year. So I mean to say, whether in the form of you will be able to derive support of right set of people, opportunities, or all those entities which could help you or contribute you towards rooting your foundation. So you can look at it from that perspective. Second thing is that your Venus and Sun is going to be transiting in your third house. So I mean to say guys, third house is the house of your self-initiated efforts. It is a house of your socialization, your neighborhood, your siblings. So your terms in your neighborhood, in your vicinity, your social circle can actually get strengthened this month. You can actually get support of good people. And let's say for example, in all those cases where you are, or all those people who are connected with fields of sales, media, marketing, social media, content creation, blogging. So these people can actually get benefited this month, just the beginning of this year. You can also look at it from that perspective. Now guys, as you can see that Mars is strengthened in your 7th house. So I mean to say, try not to get into any kind of power struggle with your spouse. And along with that, your behavior in the outside world needs to be monitored. Because let's say for example, if you are going to act out of impulse, or if there could be any of the a nature or a manifestation of a behavior which is presenting you as a very highly strung person, or a person who is bit confused, or is always in a rush. So I mean to say, this kind of public projection could happen. So you have to remain bit cautious of that at the time when you are dealing with people or your behavior in the society. And last friends, as you can see over here that in this month, Rahu in your 8th house in the zodiac sign of Taurus will be transiting in the nakshatra of Mriksira and the Rohini. So I mean to say, for all those people who are in any way connected with the psychic fields or connected with research, exploration, wills, revenue, taxing, so these people can also get benefited. You can also see this monthly predictions or transit theme for all the Libra ascendant people. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand for the Scorpio ascendant natives. So as you can see over here that your third house is actually getting lot of strength because of the transit of the planets. So for the Scorpio ascendant people, I've already uploaded this video recently in my channel where I've explained it to you that irrespective of where your ascendant lord has gone, because your ascendant lord is going to decide the direction of your life, but even without looking at it, basis your ascendant, wheresoever your ascendant lord gets exalted, that is the house, that is the potential or your best potential which you are born with. So I mean to say, your third house is actually getting lot many strength. So because of that, any of your self-initiated efforts can create a positive difference in your life in this month. Second thing is that, let's say for example, if for long you have been eyeing for or waiting for some opportunity, so because of your efforts being put forth in this month, they can actually create some good positive result for you people. That's the one thing which I want to advise you guys. The second thing is that, as you can see over here, that your Mars is going to be strengthened in your 6th house. So see guys, the symmetry is happening this way that whatsoever you want to achieve, whatsoever your potential or caliber is, from the 6th house, Mars is actually going to give you a strong endurance, strong staying power, strong fighting skills towards pushing you towards your career aspiration, towards your goals. Beyond doubt, this month is actually creating very positive energy for all those people whose livelihood or occupation is straight away connected with the third house. So I mean to say, you are in sales, you are in marketing, you are in social media, journalism, blogging, writing. So all these people can actually get benefited, and this year could actually start in a very positive, in a very good note for all the Scorpio ascendant people. The second thing is that the presence of the Venus in your second house is also creating good energy, where you are actually going to get good financial gains, or let's say for example, for all those people who are in the business of retail buying and selling, they have small grocery stores or any of the dealing with the fast moving consumer goods, so these people can also get benefited this month. Or let's say for example, even if your financial source of income is straight away connected with Venus, now whether in the form of you have a clothing store, or you deal in the cosmetic products, or you are in any way connected with the fields of fashion, media, beauty, so you can also get benefited because of the presence of Venus in your second house. And just because, see, Sun, which in itself represents your father, so because of the placement of Sun in your second house, so for all those people who are in any way connected in the family business, they can get benefited. And try not to get into any form of ego related battles. Try not to argue this month with your father. That is something which you should never do, but this month you have to give a special attention to that. And offering water to the rising sun, recitation of the pious Aditya Hridaya Stotra can actually bring good results in your life. That's one thing which I want to advise as a theme for all the Scorpio ascendant people. Moving ahead, guys, if you have to understand the results for the Sagittarius ascendant natives, so in your case, your second house is actually getting many strength because of the concentration of the planets over there. So let's say for example, if in any case you have your own business, you deal with the fast moving consumer goods or anything related to finances, buying and selling, having your own grocery store, being your own small setup of business, so all those people can actually get benefited this month. Some new channel of income, new source of income can actually get added up. Let's say for example, in your existing way of business or existing way of functioning, you might be able to create some new opportunities, or some new opportunities might come your way. So your financial prospects are actually going to get strengthened this month. So I mean to say, try not to get into too much mode of extravaganza or being very extravagant while spending in all the festive season, because I mean to say, the theme with which you're going to start this new year, that is actually going to last for a longer time. So I mean to say, this year is actually, or this month is specifically creating this energy for you, that you will get new channel of income, and you have to inculcate a habit of saving the money. The more you are going to save, the better you are going to utilize that money for your future aspirations. In this case, because of the placement of a strengthened Mars in your fifth house, that is also creating good energy for investing, or for all those people who are in any way connected with the stock market, speculation, art and media, entertainment industry. So I mean to say, this month's theme is actually getting or forming in a way that not only money is going to come your way, and at the same time you will also be able to invest it in the right directions. So because of that, this month is also creating very good energy for all the Sagittarius ascendant people. And the presence of Venus in your first house, because in your case Venus not only rules your sixth house, but its Mool Trikona sign goes to your 11th house. So I mean to say, your charm, your magnetism in your personality is actually going to attract all the opportunities by itself towards you. And the second thing is that Sun is also present in the first house. So I mean to say, your public image can actually get improved. You will be able to make good healthy contacts, good interpersonal relationship with people. And for all those people in whose case fame, media, popularity, recognition, acknowledgement is involved, so you can also benefit this month of January, first month of 2021. You can also look at it from that perspective. Moving ahead, guys, if you have to understand for all the Capricorn ascendant people. So as you can see over here that, see, at the time when I was sharing the results of the Saturn's transit or Jupiter and Saturn's conjunction, I've already explained it to you guys that because of their presence in your first house, it is actually strengthening your personality. when your first house is strong, or let's say for example your third house is strong, you do not have to depend on other people. That is the strength which you by yourself possess. First house is your personality, first house is you. So I mean to say, because of the placement of Saturn, Jupiter, Sun and Mercury in your first house, so you are actually capable enough of making a change, creating a difference, or in whatsoever area of life you are concentrating or trying to put your efforts, there will be high possibility that you will succeed in all those endeavors. That's the one thing which I want to advise. And specifically for all those people who are already in a mid management or senior management leadership role, or let's say for example you have your own business, so all of these people can actually get benefited this month. Or even if you are a freelancer, so this month's energy is actually creating good energy for you people. The second thing is that, see, Mars is going to be strengthened in your fourth house. So I mean to say, let's say for example, if you are already in a business of real estate, you are in a business of construction, petroleum, so you know, buying and selling of cars, anything related to comforts, luxury, luxurious goods, so all those people can actually get benefited this month. And Mars is very piercingly strong in your fourth house. So I mean to say, what I'm looking forward to as a theme for this month's energy for you people is that you will definitely going to remain very much driven. Even from your domestic life, you're going to get good support of people. See guys, because what happens many times is that a person can only succeed or put forth his best results in the outside world if he is leaving his house with good positive environment and encouraging energy. But let's say for example, if you are finding all kind of tumultuousness, all kind of very disheartening energy, you might not be able to leave your house and put forth your best efforts with full of determination and encouragement in the outside world. But this combination is also giving us this indication that you are going to be self-driven this month. You are also going to get the good support from the people who actually matters in your life. You can also look at it from that perspective. Because of the presence of the Venus in your 12th house, and Rahu in this month is also going to be transiting in a certain portion in your 5th house in the Rohini Nakshatra. So I mean to say, try not to get into too much of the unwanted expenses. That's the one thing which I want to advise. And the second thing is that love, romantic relationship, or how much energy you are investing in your passions, in the relationship, that needs to be monitored, or a healthy balance in your passion or in any of this matters of sensuality needs to be inculcated. That's the one thing which I want to advise. And the second thing is that try to make a habit of saving good amount of money as well, because otherwise all of this festive season and all of your expansive mindset can actually create or burn a hole in your pocket. So try to remain a bit watchful of that as well. But at the same time, the presence of Rahu in your 5th house is actually creating good energy for all those people who are in any ways connected with the business of film industry, mass media, anything related to fashion, beauty, or stock market speculation. So they can also get benefited this month. Moving ahead guys, if you have to understand the planetary theme and energies for the Aquarius ascendant people. So for Aquarius ascendant people, their 12th house is actually getting lot of strength because of the concentration of the planets over there. So let's say for example, if in your case any of the 12th house matters concerns directly qualify. So I mean to say, if you are eyeing or planning to go for foreign universities, or let's say for example any of the concerns of the PR, immigration, visa related concerns, you can get benefited in all those areas. Anything or any concerns of import, export, travel, business, all those people can also get benefited this month. One more thing is that, see guys, when we talk about the Aquarius ascendant people, they have this natural streak of thinking out of the box. All those untapped areas which other ascendant natives might not be able to access. And the Aquarius ascendant people are actually naturally blessed in all those areas. So I mean to say, some breakthrough, some discovery, if that qualifies in your case. If you are a content creator like me, if you are an astrologer or a psychic, you might suddenly come across an idea of some new playlist, some new concept to make videos on. And let's say, for example, all those people who are a writer, or in any way, if you work with your imagination, your occupation, your livelihood entails imagination, fantasy, so you can get benefited this month. And the second thing is that if you will see over here that the presence of a strengthened Mars in your third house is actually going to fill you with good drive, good determination, good energy towards the accomplishment of your goals. All of your put forth efforts or your self-initiated efforts can actually bring good results this month. You can also look at it from that angle. And one more thing, guys and friends, if you have to understand the contribution of Venus in this month for you people, you can decode it in a way that whomsoever you are going to come in contact with this month, you are actually going to make good relationship. Along with that, see, 11th house is the house of friends. Venus is all about comforts, luxury. So I mean to say those situations could also erupt where your friends might take care of you. Like your friends only bring all those kind of good vouchers. They will take you to for movies or lunch, and they will say that, okay, this is a good occasion, or I've got some good news, so I'm going to take care of the bill. So I mean to say these kind of situation many times happen whenever Venus transits someone's 11th house. And along with that, because of the placement of Sun in the 11th house, you might get into and meet someone influential, or making some influential contacts this month can be also seen on cards for all the Aquarius ascendant people. And last, guys, if you have to understand the transit results for the Pisces ascendant people. So as you can see over here that in your case, your 11th house is actually getting a lot of strength because of the concentration of almost 4 planets over here. So you can look at it from that angle that this month can actually be seen as very promising for you, that you will get a chance to hobnob or socialize or network with many people. Like whatsoever your desires are, your goals are, you're actually going to make good progress or good development in this month. We can also look at it from that angle. Second thing is that, see, your 10th house is getting the strength because of the placement of the planet Sun over there, and Venus is also going to be present over there. So I mean to say, at work front, the support of colleagues, support of the females in general can help you progress in at your career front. And at the same time, see, because of a very strengthened and a dignified Sun in your 10th house, so I mean to say you are actually going to get the support of your bosses or all those people of authority who matters in your career or at your work front. You will be able to make good interpersonal connection with all those people. And guys, if you have to understand the contribution of Mars this month for you people, so Mars is actually going to give you very piercing way of financial handling. The second thing is that this placement can also be seen as very good for all those people who are in a very authoritative position. I mean to say, you are in a leadership role, so you will definitely see that people are actually going to abide by your instructions because of a sense and degree of like a regality or a command in your speech. So you can also decode it that way, but at the same time try to remain a bit cautious with the kind of words you are using, because if provoked you might end up using those hurtful words. So just try to remain a bit cautious of that. So this is something, guys, which I wanted to tell you or share the monthly predictions for the month of January, the very first month after all this mess we have endured in this whole year of 2020. So once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. For further more updates and notifications on the science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page.